Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. This question has come up a couple of times, and I've kind of brushed it off, but maybe I'll address it since I was being given a hard time about that. So, Linda G., the Comanche psychic. I think this is not a new name for the vast majority of the people who watch this channel. For those of you who are watching this channel or this video and don't know who Linda G., the Comanche psychic is you're in for a treat. Go look her up. Just look up Linda G. Comanche or Linda G. Psychic, and you'll be able to find a gazillion YouTube videos with her. Very good, intuitive with her readings and such, and very entertaining. But Linda G. for years has been stumping for the idea that one day it will be known without a doubt that Trump was an illegitimate president, that he received help from foreign nations to become the president in 2016, and she sees that pretty much everything that he did will be undone. And a lot of people, it gives them comfort to think that might happen one day. So I've been asked, well, do I think that's the case? Do I agree with that? Yeah, I do. I don't know how it would work, but yeah, I do. But I was asked to read on it. So, we'll give it a shot. Entertainment purposes only. So, in my mind, for this to happen, Trump has to lose his court cases. The biggest one being January 6th. But it'll lead to more court cases, more investigations, so on and so forth. So I think we have to take a longer timeline. So my question to Spirit is, once Donald Trump and his criminal activities have been thoroughly investigated, say like 10 years in the future or a dozen years in the future, will it have been determined that he was an illegitimate president? That there might be a movement afoot to strike things from the record or put an asterisk by his name or something that would indicate that he wasn't really elected fairly to the office of the presidency in the United States in 2016. Entertainment purposes only. Spirit, what can you tell me about that? There's going to be an evaluation of probably starts, when they're evaluating his finances, they're going to start seeing where money came from. Russia. That's probably what does it. They're inspecting him. They're doing stuff with his finances, and they make the connection about Russian money being linked to him. Probably, the Mueller report certainly is a good roadmap to start that with. And it's going to be about the election interference. Money linked to election interference. This could also be after Russia falls and Russia releases secret documents from like the troll farm. They may not have the information right now that they need, but that information comes over time. And what do we got? I think the troll. This is gonna be stuff that comes from Russia. Russia itself. It's going to show, maybe whoever is leading Russia after Putin is gone, and it's more of a U.S. friendly type country. They're going to release some of the files that were involved with election interference, and it's going to show how they kept the GOP captive, and what basically the compromise and stuff they did to hold the GOP captive. And I think the new government will do that because they want to have better relations with the U.S. And the best way to do that is to just, purge yourself of the bad behaviors of the previous regime. Okay. In the past, we've got the moon card. It's the secrets. It's the stuff that was going on behind the scenes that we didn't know about. That was holds the GOP hostage. Money that was money that was being laundered secretly to like the NRA that was being given to GOP members. It's going to be money. They're going to follow the money and they're going to get to it. And then you're going to have the secrets that were going on with Russian intelligence trying to influence the election. So again, we're looking 10 years. When they find this out, there's going to be this collective, oh crap, what do we do now? There's going to be some genuine concern about this because, like anything with Trump, it's unprecedented. They don't know what they're going to do. Do we undo this? We've never done this before. What's the mood of the public? They're going to have to look at the mood of the public, how the people are going to react to it. Is this just something that they don't deal with, or is this something that they need to deal with? There's going to be this huge contemplation about what to do and how to do it. Huge disappointment, huge betrayal. It may be more than just Russia, because certainly a lot of countries were involved in trying to influence the election. But between the Trump campaign, the GOP, and maybe in Russia, and maybe other groups conspiring, it really, it was three swords in the back, or three swords through the heart of democracy. It attacked our democracy at its very heart, which is that the elections need to be decided by the American people with honest information that's being shared and honest ideals, instead of the crookedness and the conspiracy that was surrounding it. The lesson to be learned from this, a lot of it had to do with money and politics. But I think what this is saying is that America is looking at its legacy. America is looking at its legacy not just today, but tomorrow and beyond. Who are we as a country? Do we do something about this because America has been through heartbreaking times and we need to own it and fix it? Or are we just going to ignore it and pretend like it didn't happen? I think, again, 10 years from now, we might very well, Lord knows what the society is going to look like 10 years from now, but there might be, it's not a sobering moment, but, the hangover will be done and we should be moving on from here. And it's like, do we acknowledge it? Much like Germany had to acknowledge what happened with the Nazi Party in World War II. Do you bury it and just don't talk about it anymore? Or do you take active steps to address it? Outcome, 3 of Wands. That to me, it tells me that actions will be taken to address what happened with the election. And the reason, again, why you want to do that is if you don't learn from your history, you're bound, and she's bound up, to repeat it. And this is just one of those things where it's going to be a painful thing to do, but you got to own what happened in your own backyard. And you got to make amends for it. Okay, so that's the energy behind this. And you're saying, but David, you didn't give us an answer. Well, we need to set the table first, right? And I don't mean set the table with a bunch of fast food things like he was doing for guests of the White House. Ketchup all around. Okay. Will they undo Trump? Will he be found to be an illegitimate president? Will he be found to be an illegitimate president? The answer is implying yes from that last reading, by the way. Let's do a little 4-carder. Will he be found to be illegitimate? 9 of Coins. There we go again. That 7 of Coins assessment. Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Oh, good Lord. Got that same interesting groupings. Yeah, he will. They're going to show how he financially benefited from this. He was taking aid and things of value that he wasn't supposed to be taking. And by doing that, he basically held democracy hostage. Underneath it, it was wrong, and people knew it, but they didn't do anything about it. For some folks, they were just too busy looking at the money and trying to get their money that they let it go with him. But underneath it, we know he did it. And, assessing everything that went on with it. Was he an illegitimate president? Yeah, he was. He was an illegitimate. He got assistance that he should not have gotten, and it was a conspiracy. He absolutely was. He went looking. It was offered to him, and he took it. And the GOP gave a bunch of data to Russia for Russia to do analysis on, and they gave the GOP and Trump guidance on what to do. You had the troll farms. You had let's see, what was that data mining company now? Let's see if I can pull out the name here. It's been too many years. Cambridge Analytica, I think, was the name of it. Data mining with Cambridge Analytica, troll farms, starting Facebook groups and taking out Facebook ads, stuff like that. All the stuff that went into getting him in there. And hopefully they even find election fraud. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, good old-fashioned election fraud. Remember, the Republicans tend to project everything that they're doing. So when they accuse the Democrats of voter fraud, it's because, well, we're committing voter fraud. How could we possibly lose unless the Democrats are doing the same thing we're doing? How else do you win an election? Entertainment purposes only. All right. Will they undo his legacy? Will they strip him of his legacy? Will they undo his actions? There'll be plans afoot. It may not be everything, but it'll probably be some key things. And there we go again. Got the Page of Pentacles. Temperance, give him time. Oh, there's that. Will they strip? They will strip some things from the record. I don't know if they'll just totally obliterate his presidency. There will be an assessment done as to what should be undone by the government. I don't know what that looks like. It'll take time. It'll take time to happen, and they need to sort of figure out what's the best way to undo. Basically, the best way to put an asterisk by his name in the history books here. But I think they'll take some of his worst actions, his worst policies, and undo them. I don't know how you do that. I do not know how you do that. I can't even picture how that's done. You got the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I think, again, stuff has to do with money and offers that were made. Maybe... Okay. I think some of these will have to do with appointments, like judicial appointments or Supreme Courts or programs like, the tax cut. Well, the tax cut for the wealthy will be done by then. But there's going to be like justice. There's going to be something where, the Trump administration got to make decisions on things like nominations for Supreme Court justices or nominations for federal judges or something like that. I don't know. I know the Senate confirms them, but I don't know who nominates them. If the executive branch nominates them, then they will look back and assess those judges and figure out the ones that don't have the skills are removed and kicked out. That type of thing. I think the undoing of his legacy is mostly going to be superficial. That there's going to be like some type of qualifier on it. Maybe they, I don't know. I don't know how they would do that. All I could think of is the analogy for all you baseball fans out there was when Roger Maris broke Babe Ruth's home run record for a single season when he hit his 61st home run back in, I think it was 1961. And because the baseball season was expanded by 10 games and he got that home run in the expanded season, they put an asterisk by his name. Like, he's got the record, but he played 10 more games in a season than Babe Ruth. And, it was a way to keep Babe Ruth in the record books type of thing. So it's like some type of qualifier that undermines Trump's legacy. I don't know if that means that they take his official White House portrait down, or certainly removing justices or judges that he put on there that he should have had no business nominating. That would be a better legacy for the United States. Other than that, maybe they take stuff out of the archives. I don't know how they're going to do this. I really don't. I know Linda G sees it happening, but I don't know what that means for me and you. Okay. I think there will be some accounting held for that. It'll certainly make the history books and people will know the full story, but I don't know how you obliterate him from the history books. In fact, you really don't want to. You want him to serve as a word of warning to anybody who would do something like that going forward. Yeah, his presidential library won't be funded, with that upside down Bible that he held in the square. Anyways, that's my reading on Trump and his legitimacy as a president. We'll see. It's going to be a while. I can guarantee you it'll be a while before anything happens with that. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your comments and your shares and your thumbs up. It helps feed the YouTube algorithm beast that helps my videos get out to different people. And for the different people, the new people that are catching my channel for the first time, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed this video, and welcome to the new subscribers. Hope you're along for the ride for us on the long term. I appreciate your support, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.